What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Tuesday edition of Morning Scone, presented by Barack. Very good. What? Innovation? Are you saying innovation? And then innovation. Okay, let's go see innovation. What's up, everybody? So Drew is watching a Sesame Street, the episode with the best house of the year. The word of the day is innovation. And so Drew, that's Drew saying innovation there. All right, Drew, you got to be patient. We're going to find innovation. Innovation. All right, y'all. Well, we're getting started early here with a little Sesame Street. Let's see some good mornings here. Cheryl, good morning. Let's see. Y'all probably want to see Drew watch this. Nick, good morning. What's up, Nick Torino? Craig Schilling, what's up? Darren Bircha, good morning. Let's see. Oh, Drew, I gotta find this. I don't know where it is. Brandon Rishu, good morning. Jason Johnston, Josh Long, thank you for sharing. Sharing is caring. Hey, Drew. Hey, oh no. Hey, Drew. Hey, Drew. Can I ask you a question? Drew, can I ask you a question? Drew, what do you want to see? Innovation. Oh, gosh. So how y'all doing this morning? While I search for innovation, we'll talk. LSU baseball back at it tonight. Oh, there it was. I found it. Innovation. There it is. Yay. All right. Pontiff Classic tonight. Always a special night. Get to honor the late Wall Pontiff. Great organization as well. Of course, the Pontiff Foundation, which, the Pontiffs put this game on every year as their primary fundraiser to be able to give money to different organizations that are near and dear to them or near and dear to Wally. So I love this game. I love the Pontiff Classic. I'll tell you, too, I love that Pulmonary has carried it on in this sense. So a lot of people may not know, but when LSU goes and plays this game, the Pontiff Classic, they get nothing for it. They take no money. Essentially, LSU gives this game to the Pontiffs. And so the Pontiff family and the Pontiff Foundation puts on the whole event. They have the deal for the stadium and the vendors and then everything. And LSU just comes and plays it, and they bring their fans, and the Pontiffs keep 100%. I shouldn't say the Pontiffs. It's not like it's going directly to the family. They do it for the Wally Pontiff Jr. Foundation, and the foundation allocates grants and funds to different organizations. They built the Wally Pontiff Jr. Park in Metairie. They've done some awesome things for some great organizations. So, but anyway, I really salute Pulmonary and LSU for their decision to continue playing this game, and just essentially, I know we talked about it before, but they're essentially just giving up a home game. They're giving up that financial, win of a home game at the box, and just saying, here, you can have it, just take it all. And that's a really, really cool thing to do. It is. So I love this game. I love why they play it. I was at LSU when Wally died in the summer of 2002. It's been 17 years. Oh, that's crazy. Anyway, gotten to know Nick Pontiff a little bit throughout the years, which has been great. Just an awesome guy. And their sister Haley was at LSU when I was, and we had some classes together in mass comm and different stuff. So, great family, and a really, really awesome thing that they do, and good for Tony Robichaux and ULL for continuing to play in this game. It just it makes it feel like a bigger deal when it's LSU and ULL, because the programs have been really the two preeminent baseball programs in the state for the last 20, 25 years, whatever. So, well, that's not fair. Tulane's been Omaha a couple of times as well. So I shouldn't completely discredit them. But hi, wee. What is that?
Elmo.
What is that you're doing? Elmo. Okay. So let's see. The other hand, on the other hand,
Pig.
What?
Pig.
Pig?
Wow.
Wow. Oh, pig. It's the okay. It's the word of the day is innovation, and the three little pigs are showing innovation to build the different houses that the big bad wolf can't blow down. So that's what that is. The pigs that he's talking about. So tonight is interesting because you've got an interesting decision for Paul on the field because Paul Maneri's got to decide what he does with his pitching staff tonight. In the game notes that LSU provides, they have not listed starting pitchers. Normally they do. So there have been no Alexanders. Walk. Okay. Let me finish saying my good mornings. Dusty Revere, Kirk Taylor, Leroy Blanchard, Joey Painich, Lori Prophet, good morning. Hey, Dawn, Terry Shipman, Eric Sonier, good morning, everybody. Matthew Shelley, Matthew Rogelio, thank you for sharing. Sharing is caring. Dusty, thank you for sharing. Dusty, did you see Dale Brown article? I did not. Need to go read it. Advocate, Nola, where is it? Janet Anderson, good morning. What's the name of the insurance company? That would be Insurance Network of Louisiana. Thank you for asking, Janet. Cheers. Adam Zarang, Jay Richardson, guys that I primarily deal with. You can talk to anybody over there, but Insurance Network of Louisiana, 293-0450, 293-0450, or lainsurance.net. Awesome people. Let me, if you call them, or when you call them, Janet, let me know how it goes. David Fleshman, good morning. Eric Sonier, you're at Great Wolf in Dallas. We went to, Great Wolf last summer, so we went to North Carolina for Erica's cousin got married, so we just kind of made that into vacation. So we went to North Carolina, into Charlotte for the wedding, and then stayed a few extra days at the Great Wolf there in Charlotte. Great Wolf ain't for me, dog. I mean, so I'm not an outdoorsy woodsman type person, so the whole decor of the lodge didn't really jive with me. An indoor water park, also not exactly my bag. I really don't do rides or anything like that. But the kids had a good time, and they had a bar, so that was good. But enjoy your time at the Great Wolf Lodge. Let's see. James Tyrone, hey, Aunt Mary, good morning. John Melanson, Brennan Kluka, what's up? Kirk Taylor, good morning. So many injuries for LSU at a critical time. Okay, that's a... What, walk? Frog. Okay. And a trivia card, if you're watching, he is saying frog. There's a little cricket on the screen, but it's green and it looks like a little... So he thinks it's a frog. So he says frog. Just like he came in there and said pig. So I don't think he was saying something else this time. So back to what I was talking about with the game tonight. I'm interested to see what Maneri does with his pitching rotation, or the staff tonight, because you have a double whammy. Zach Hess potentially not pitching this weekend. We don't know for certain, but let's assume he's not. You're also playing because it's Easter weekend. I like that the SEC did this, that they moved games up to Thursday, Friday, Saturday for Easter weekend. So people can be with their families on Easter. Don't feel like you have to go to the ballpark. The players can be with their families. Anyway, all the people that work don't have to go work a game on a Sunday. Anyway, I like that they've done that. So, but it's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday series this week. So not only do you have these injuries, and potentially without Hess, but you're also moved up a day. So I am very curious to see what Paul Maneri does here. If Zach Hess were healthy, no problem. Hess starts third. You keep your rotation as is. But if Hess can't go, Cartwright made this point on AFR yesterday. It's a good point that I hadn't considered, but he's right. Park. Boop.
Pig.
Hey, did you say pig?
Pig.
Pig. Okay, we'll see you later. He's such a graceful runner. I don't know if y'all noticed. Drew is really a very graceful runner whenever he runs. So anyway, Cartwright mentioned, my thing was, okay, well, and I wasn't thinking it was Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It was right. My thing was, okay, well, you make Cole Henry your Friday night guy. Mikhail Hilliard goes Saturday, and you keep Eric Walker on Sunday. And he said, no, because it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You're not going to move Cole Henry up 2 days. And he's right. You're not going to move Cole Henry from Saturday to Thursday. So very likely what you do is you throw Mikhail Hilliard on Thursday because he threw 100 pitches on Friday. If he's healthy, feeling good, you go Mikhail Hilliard on Thursday. Then you go Cole Henry on Friday and Eric Walker on Saturday. Now, you got this camera's kind of there. I just want a better shot. Y'all know how I feel about this by now. By the way, shout out to Brock, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. So you're Palmineri and you're looking at your pitching staff and you're going, all right, we're already on a short week and we're without Zach Hess, likely. Marceau's still not ready. Jaden Hill's throwing, but he said still a couple of weeks away before he's actually getting into a game. You got a problem on your hands as far as numbers. So, I kind of get it that he's looking at today going, we do. Like, of course, you want to put on a good show, you want to win the game, but not at the expense of compromising anything for the weekend because the series is just too important now. After losing that Mizzou series, this is a home series. It's a winnable series against a Florida team that's sub 500 in the SEC. I know it's weird to think of it, but this Florida team just can't pitch. Like they've really struggled to pitch this year. And LSU's not going to see this bevy of lefties, which is also benefits them this weekend. So, anyway, so Maneri's got an interesting decision. Like, do you just give everybody an inning just to get people work, and so everybody's ready for Thursday, or do you go use like the bottom of your staff? I hate to call it that way, but you understand what I mean. Like, do you go pitch? You start Clay Moffitt and then go from Clay to Aaron George and Riggs Threadgill or Will Rapole, you know what I mean? Where you're just using guys just to get you through 27 outs. It's an interesting question to see how Maneri handles it tonight. By the way, and Maneri did announce yesterday that Hal Hughes is going to be out for like at least a week with a thumb injury. So, anyway. Ronnie Duga. Shelby, is the basketball program going to look into doing something similar to the Pontiff Classic for Wade Sims? Interesting question. I don't know that. Hey, something I do want to mention, though, and I'm glad you brought that up. So the family and friends of Wade Sims are doing a fundraiser in July in Wade's memory. It's going to be at Topgolf. They've rented 2 whole decks of bays. And it is open to the public. I think I tweeted the link last week. It is open to they sold like to sponsors and friends. They sold a whole floor of Topgolf. They needed to open up a second floor, so they've got 2 whole decks of Topgolf in Baton Rouge for this thing. I think they're looking for one more sponsor. So if you're a business owner or if you know a business owner that may want to be involved, please contact me. I'd love to put you in touch. It's in July. I'll get you the exact date. I have it on my phone, so I can't grab it right now. But anyway. That's a great thing, and I know the community's going to rally around it. They're getting a lot, and basically, in every bay, they're going to have a celebrity golfer. So, like Hester and Flynn and Terrio, they've all committed to doing it. Rohan is committed to doing it. The whole LSU basketball team will be there. I know Wayne is reaching out to a lot of his former teammates, guys he played with, like in the Shaq era, to be there. So I think Vernell Singleton's committed to be there. I'll be there. Not anybody cares, but I will. Anyway, so again, if you're a business owner, or you know a business owner who may want to sponsor that event, hit me up because I think they're looking for one more sponsor. I think they're one short. So anyway, let me know. Let's see. So, to your question specifically, Shelby, I don't know if the basketball programs do anything like that, but there is a fundraiser organized. Stephen Miller, what's good, dude? Dustin Williamson, good morning. Sam Dixon, Charlie Cavell, Stephen McGowan, Everett Email, good morning. Charlie Cavell, Ben Giat, Matt Boyles, Thomas Chapman. Had a good crowd here today. If y'all would hit the share, greatly appreciate that. Stephen Miller, Moffitt starting tonight. Paul's got to extend some guys. You think if MW midweek games really don't matter to him, why rotate more than 3 tonight? Just to get guys work. Like, he is big on that, like on mound time. Like, you can throw Matt Beck tonight for an inning and throw 15 pitches, and he's fine to throw on Thursday. Like, if they didn't have a game, they might throw a bullpen session today anyway. Michael and are you going to see Catherine today? You see Michael on Thursday. Drew went to Michael's birthday party on Saturday. It was Drew, the first time Drew was ever invited to a friend's birthday party. That's why I didn't watch the game on Sunday. We took Drew to Michael's birthday party. Michael is a little boy that's in therapy with Drew. They have a joint therapy session together. I think they wanted both of them to kind of get some interaction. So anyway, so Michael's birthday was on Sunday, and he invited Drew to his birthday party. So Drew got to go to a party for the first time. Sometimes little things matter. I would never have thought that would have been a big deal, but it was. It was nice to see him get to do like a normal kid thing, just go to a birthday party. So anyway, all right, back. Mikhail Trailer, good morning. Hey Dad, good morning. Adam Penny, Jerry Spurgeon, good morning. Brian Wynn. There's Trivia. What's up, dude? Sean Pumphrey. Dusty said he was just talking about you, Trivia. Darren Birchka, Reed Watson status. I think it's a wait and see. I don't expect either of them to play tonight. So Reed pulled his hamstring and Watson pulled a muscle in the back of his leg. So I wouldn't put him out there today at all. I would say just rest, get therapy, get treatment, and then try to be ready to go for Thursday. I'm also very much. Did y'all hear Cartwright yesterday on the show? Full disclosure here. I mean, I think we've talked about this before, maybe not. But Cartwright coached Gavin Dugas all in youth ball and with his travel team. So he's known Gavin Dugas a long time, and he's actually the guy that put Maneri onto Dugas. Like he wasn't being really recruited, as I understand, and he kind of went, Coach. He pushed. Said, Coach, you got to look at this guy. You got to look at this guy, and ultimately they did, and he popped. So. But he kind of, the way they talk about him, he kind of reminds me of those guys that LSU's program was built around, like local guys that would just die to play for LSU. I mean, that was Cole Freeman, right? Cole Freeman, kid from New Orleans area, loved LSU. It was the only thing he ever wanted in life. Terrio was like that back in the day. He said many times before, if he could go back and play one more game for any of the teams he played for, from high school all the way through World Series championships, the Cardinals, the Dodgers, the Cubs. I mean, think about the teams he played for, the Giants. He's like, I go play one more game for LSU. It's like that's the kind of guy I think that Dugas is. It sounds like it anyway. And I'm really hopeful, and I don't want to pin like the hopes of an offense on a guy that's had 6 at bats all year, but he was 3 for 5, and he had 3 walks in the short sample that he had. I'm really hopeful, maybe not even optimistic or realistic, just hopeful that when he comes back in another week or so, that he's a guy that steps in and contributes offensively. He gives him competitive at bats, draws some walks, puts the bat on the ball. Anyway, so I'm hopeful. I'm really hopeful that he could step in and be a guy. Let's see. Trivia, sure he's saying frog wink. He is, man. Hey, Mark, good morning. Peppa Pig. Stephen Miller, Reed not ready to play. Watson is worse than him. No bueno, man. Mark, the Pontiff Classic tonight. We talked about it as we started, Mark. I'm fired up for it, man. I really do like this game. Jerry Spurgeon, no PJs. What's up? So Drew woke up this morning a little before 6. So we got his food started earlier. And before his food was his backpack was already done. And he had poop. So I just decided, let me not let you sit here with poop diaper for the next 40 minutes while we do morning scone, and let's go ahead and change it. So I changed it. That's got to trust already. That's a lie. That's why no PJs. I just didn't want to put it back in his PJs. Irfan Sayad, good morning. Let's see. Cheryl Michelet. Hey, Cheryl. Oh, Cheryl. I got to respond to Christian's email. He did reply to me. We played, I replied to him. He replied to me. I need to get back with him. I'm glad I saw you pop on there. Let's see. Matthew Rogelio. Chance of storms on Thursday may throw an additional wrench in all this. Ooh, I haven't looked at the count. The weekend's supposed to be beautiful. I guess I didn't look at Thursday. We'll see. No, there's my Arkansas aunt with a woo pig suey. You know what, though? Honestly, Aunt Mary, I love you. I do. But when grown people are doing spirit fingers and yelling about pigs, it's not really intimidating. I mean, I kind of feel bad for you that that's your cheer. I mean, they couldn't come up with anything better than that. Woo! I mean, spirit fingers and saying woo, pig. I mean, pigs? Pigs? All right. I know. I get it because Drew's watching the pigs. And I got to take my shots at my Arkansas people when I can. Let's see. Chad Holmes. I saw Russ Mitchell on Twitter seemed a bit vocal about the decision to bring Will Wade back now. Will he be on AFR tomorrow for an impromptu visit? I haven't spoken to Russ about it. He and I text all the time. Like, outside of just him coming on the show and falls, like, we're legitimately really, really good friends. I haven't spoken to him about coming on the show. It's funny because he legitimately does not pay attention to basketball or baseball or any of that sort of stuff. Like, he's a single-minded football guy. So he's like, wait, did we lose a game to somebody? It's fun. Anyway. No, but I guess I could ask him if he wants to come on and rant. Charlie, apparently the Hill injury was more than tightness. Well, it was soreness for Jaden Hill. It was arm soreness, and it's just one of those things where they're not going to rush him back until he's pain-free. But they did an MRI, and structurally, there was nothing wrong. So that's the good news. Then it's just, all right, when do you get comfortable throwing without pain? Let's see. Stephen Miller, don't jinx us again this weekend. I don't believe in jinxes. I do believe. But you know what? And I think, Stephen, you might have even been the guy who posted this last week. When Zach Watson last week said he's like, midweeks are hard, there's nobody there, it's hard to get the adrenaline going, whatever. I think you were the one that pointed out, and that kind of inspired me to go talk about Missouri, because I went and looked up on Friday their attendance. In the last 2 Fridays, Missouri's attendance for the weekends were like 905 and 1068. I mean, nobody there. And it was clear again. I mean, and LSU looked like they played uninspired. That would be my biggest knock on this team. Like, I do believe that this team has enough arms to win the national championship. I do. You can laugh at me, but when you think about, lesser teams that have gotten by with 2 really good starters and maybe a third tweener that have been dominant enough to make their way through a winner's bracket. When you look at LSU starters, if you go Hess, Henry, Walker, and now you throw Hilliard into the mix with the possibility of adding more guys, if Storrs gets healthy, if Hill gets healthy. And then you've got a veteran like Matt Beck, Trent Vetmeyer's pitched really well. Todd Peterson obviously throws 98. You got Devin Fontenot, who's been a stud at the end of the bullpen for you. I mean, you've got enough arms to win the national championship. And we know the 1 through 5 can all hit, right? We know that Josh Smith, Zach Watson, Antoine Duplantis, Daniel Cabrera, Chris Reed, we know those 5 guys can hit college pitching, right? I mean, you've got enough to beat anybody. Like, you could absolutely go do it. They've got to get healthy, number one. But I'll tell you the other part. It's like, you can't pick and choose when you're going to lock in. And I understand the adrenaline, the intensity isn't going to be, and I don't mean like you got to play with your hair on fire for 56 games, because that's not realistic. But you can't just punt at bats and just shrug your shoulders. Like, there's times when this team needs to lock in and they don't, and that's the concerning thing. I'm one that believes that you can flip a switch. It just takes that one moment. I mean, look at the stupid Rally Possum thing a few years ago. It was like LSU was getting embarrassed in that game. Possum runs on the field, brings some life into the crowd, it flipped a switch. And then they were awesome again. It can happen like that. But this team's got to find that motivation. Like, that's what they're lacking more. That physically, I think they have every piece to win it all. I think it's here right now for them. Or here. Patty up Cutrer. Let's see. Sam Dixon. Yes, we need Russ to come on and face the music. Ronnie Duga. Let's see. Bubba Abear. Hey, Beth DeVille. Good morning. Beth, tell Drew he's got to come back and see me in studio soon. Let's see. Bribe him with good grades or something like that. But he probably makes good grades anyway. Let's see. Brian Wynn. Matt, if baseball loses another game this year, let's throw our support to the beach volleyball team. Some tremendous athletes there. They're not mutually exclusive, Brian. And baseball's going to lose another game. I mean, it's baseball. Of course you're going to lose games. They're 9-6 in conference. I just want them to get to 20-10. I want them to go 11-4 the rest of the way. It's doable. Doable.
Hey,
What?
Nanny.
Nanny. Eli and Reese. Roro James. Who else do you want to talk about? Eli Reese, Roro James. Who else? JJ?
Jeff.
And Jeff. Yep, JJ and Jeff. Hi. You want to come give me a hug? Oh, I love you. Thank you for being so sweet. Oh, my little boy. This is my little boy. My little boy.
Yeah.
He's singing the Sesame. He's singing Sesame Street. Oh, you want me to do that? He puts his arm in my face. He wants me to like gnaw on it. Love you. I love you. Hi. John Ditch. Yo, Scone, you going to be at the shrine tonight? We have a group going. I am not, John, unfortunately. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Handsome with a kiss. Gives me his forehead a kiss. Wet. Did mommy make your hair wet? Wow. Sweet boy. So, John, I will not be there because I have to do my show in studio in downtown Baton Rouge, and I don't get off here till 6. So I wouldn't be able to leave. What are you doing there? I mean, I wouldn't be able to leave downtown till 6:15. What are you doing? Stop. You're silly. Okay, go watch Sesame. Okay, well, you can hang out here. You want to see Dad's show? What? What's on my back? Dad's show. Let's see. So John, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be able to get there till 8 o'clock. So no, man, I'm not gonna be there. A few years back, though, when we were still doing remotes, I went and did my show there from the Pontiff Classic up in the press box. It was a fun night, man. But great event. I hope everybody who can go does go tonight. Kyle Gallo, good morning, Matt and Drew. Vernell Singleton, do you mean Asante? Let's see. John Ditch, good morning. Lenny Moss, what's up, man? Irfan Sayad, did you see the Les Miles and Bill Self video? Oh my, I retweeted it last night. Was Miles that much of a goofball when at LSU? Yeah, he was. If you haven't seen it, y'all know the movie Step Brothers with John C. Reilly and Will Ferrell. Well, there's the scene like whenever they meet, the Step Brothers meet, and they're both adults, but they're like clinging to their parents and they're 40 years old. Anyway, it's a funny movie. Well, they basically recreated that scene in Bill Self's office. And they did it as coaches though, with their accolades. Anyway, it's hilarious, and I love the fact that when people that are coaches or in this industry are willing to have fun and not take themselves seriously. There are too many coaches that just they take themselves too seriously and they lose sight of the ability to have fun. And remember a few years back when wasn't Gangnam Style? What was the thing? What was that internet? Everybody was doing this thing where it was like flash mobs or something. You wear masks and you'd stop and you'd dance. Like LSU did one of those during football. I think it was during spring one year. And Les was right in the middle of it dancing. I mean, yeah, He's always done that kind of stuff, man. He's got a great sense of humor. Kyle Gallo, good stuff from Cartwright yesterday. Hopefully he's correct about those turning points in the season. That's true, man. He did mention that, and this feels like that moment. You lose the midweek to Southern, you go lose 2 out of 3 to Missouri. That was a winnable week that you just let slip away. Brandon, do you know if there will be an online stream of the game tonight? I don't, and probably not. I'm guessing it's a CST game. So, man, probably not. Let's see. Craig Dugas. Matt, did you read the article Dale Brown put out yesterday? You're the second person to ask me that. I did not. Where, Craig, if you have it, send me a link, or tell me where it is. I didn't see it. I read NOLA and the Advocate every day. Scroll through their stuff. So no, but I didn't see it. So please, if you have a link, send it to me. AJ Holland, other than Bama, what's the rest of the weekend series looking like in the win-loss column? Oh, just the rest of the way for LSU. So you've got Florida this week. I mean, LSU will be favored in every series except, I would say, Arkansas. So you're home against Florida, and they're 6-9 in the conference. Like they're struggling to pitch it this year for sure. Then you're at Bama, which just got swept by Mississippi State. They're the worst team in the league. So that's a sweepable series. It's on the road, but that's one that you're better in every game than they are. Then you're home against Ole Miss, which is a winnable series, although they mash. They don't have great pitching depth, but they mash. And then you're at Arkansas, and Arkansas is a good team, y'all. They just almost got swept by Vanderbilt. They salvaged the final game by scoring 5 runs in the 9th to win 14-12. But Arkansas is a good team, but they have basically one frontline starter, which is Isaiah Campbell. If you remember, LSU saw him last year in the SEC tournament. He and Hess had an awesome pitcher's duel. I think it was like a 1-0 game, and LSU won it. But Campbell's great, but after him, they don't really have a great rotation. That's on the road, but LSU's owned Arkansas, but it's still on the road against a good team with a really good frontline starter. No more difficult, I would say, than going to Mississippi State or going to A&M or going to Georgia, which you've already done. Then you're home against Auburn, which you're going to be favored in that series. So, I mean, like I said, the beginning part of conference schedule, when you were at Georgia, at Mississippi State, home against A&M, like that was the grind. I mean, that was the toughest stretch of your schedule, and you made it through it how you'd want to do. I mean, it's just they blew it this weekend. They blew it against a team that they were better than and had a chance to get some separation. Just blew it. Let's see. Rodney Beloso, good morning. Morning, Rodney. Dustin Williamson, if he can bat over 200, that's an upgrade. Oh, if you're talking about Dugas. I would really just take, honestly, more so than even batting average, I would look at on-base percentage. Like one of the things that Reed has brought to this team so much is not even I'll look it up. It's not even his batting average. It's his on-base percentage. Like the other day against Missouri, he was 0 for 1, but he had like 3 walks. I mean, okay, take your base. Hang on. It's like Reed's batting 302. He's not tearing the cover off the ball, but his on-base percentage is 453. It's the best on the team. I mean, that's the difference there. Let's see. I'm gonna go a little quickly here, y'all. We are already at, what time is it? God, it's 8:02. Okay. Oh gosh, I am so far behind on these comments, y'all. Okay. Bubba A. Bears, Dugas left or right-handed? He's righty. Throws right, bats right. So that's another thing. You got a right-handed bat to the lineup. Matt Lusto, Cali, morning, Scone. There you go, man. Nicholas, good morning, Matt Lusto. Let's see. Justin Reyes. Were the pitchers overworked in the offseason? Justin, everybody that I've had on the show that talked about that essentially says, I mean, this is Kurt Ainsworth, who, president and CEO of Marucci Sports, who pitched in the pros and Team USA, won a gold medal, All-American in college. Terrio, Cartwright, like all of them that come on all say the same thing. It's like That's not something that happens when you show up on campus. That's arm fatigue that's built up over years of overuse, and they kind of pin it on like youth leagues and travel ball and kids throwing too many innings, which leads to that arm soreness. And then they get into a college throwing program, and then it overwhelms them. Matthew, there's never a bad time for a Russ rant. Touche. Stephen Miller jinxes us by betting on LSU and Saints games. Amen to that. Stop your wagering ways, Stephen Miller. Justin, if the team isn't locked in, is that coaching or the veterans not leading? At some point, anybody that's ever been on a team, I think you can recognize at some point, like, coaches can only do so much. Like, you've got to care. You got to want to care. And I'm not saying this team doesn't, but I think they pick and choose at times. Don't you hate on the rally possum? I hate the rally possum. I think it's stupid. I don't want to unearth that argument again. See, Ben Giat, so you're saying someone needs to release a possum. Say no more, fam. Please do. Please release a possum. Oh, please do that, Ben. Please show up at the box on Saturday, on Thursday, and go throw a possum in the outfield. Oh my God, that would be. You want to talk about like legendary fan status? If you show up to the box with an actual possum and release it onto the field, like legendary fan status. Legendary fan status. Brian, like they will tell tales of your greatness for decades. Brian Wynn, agree with your assessment of the baseball team. Definitely have talent. Just need to recover from injury. Still have time to do that, no doubt. Rodney Beloso, cherish the moments with the little guy that go too fast. They do, man. It's crazy. I mean, 5 years went like that. I can imagine with people with older kids, you're probably nodding your head going 5. I don't know. Jacob Castellaw, good morning. Let's see, Shelby, baseball's missing that vocal leader that isn't afraid of getting it. See, here they have it with Hess. The problem is, and Lang, I need to call Lang. I need to get him on the show because Lang was the same way in 2017. And he's talked about this. He was the guy, that vocal in your face guy. But when you only play 1 day a week, sometimes it's hard to lead by example when you're only out there 1 day a week. And I think that's an issue this year, like with Hess, because Hess is that guy. But when you're only out there 1 day a week, someone else has to step up and do it. You know. Mark Landry, what's up? Shelby, if you don't know, Step Brothers kick rocks. Ryan Broussard, Andy Cohen, Justin Beard, good morning. See Bubba A-Bear. Less on stage with Rick Ross was funny. True. Harlem Shake, that was it. It was the Harlem Shake. Thank you. Thank you. Yep, Harlem Shake. That was it. If you've not seen Les doing the Harlem Shake video, go look it up. It's on YouTube. It's wherever. You'll find it. Just Google Les Miles Harlem Shake. Joey Gibson. What's up, Joey? Good morning, man. Hope all is well. Good to see you on here. Trivia. It's the world's dumbest version of the Harlem Shake. Oh, okay. Harlem Shake. I get it. Harlem Shake. Let's see. Sam Dixon. Les is going against the grain. Rappers usually become actors, not the other way around. I don't know that Les has ever become a rapper, but I'll give Les credit. He is putting himself out there tremendously in a way he didn't have to at LSU. He's doing it at Kansas to generate interest and fan support around that football program. And kudos to the Kansas creative staff that keeps putting together these videos and these ideas for their marketing. That's getting just a lot of interest in Kansas football hadn't had this type of awareness and interest ever. They're definitely capitalizing on Les's celebrity and notoriety. It's working. Now all he's got to do is go win football games at Kansas. Let's see. Craig Dugat, trying to find the article now. Of course, it's something I read through passing, so it's okay. If you can't find it, I'll Google it. But I'll find it. If you can send it, great. Talking about the Dale Brown article he referenced. Let's see. Brian Arsenault. Hey, Jeff Brenner, good morning. Chuck Sanchez, good morning. Chuck, that reminds me. Brock, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. Chuck's married to Jessica with Brock. Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, y'all check them out. Of course, bumps. I just got a shoulder issue right now, man. Working out a little more. It's outside of my shoulder. I did this playing, well, honestly, pitching years ago, man. I have an awful shoulder injury that I can't when I throw now, and we were at that birthday party I was saying, I was throwing a football, and it kills my arm. Like, I have to throw now. Everything is all elbow. I have to do this because I can't fully rotate my shoulders. I get pain right there. Anyway, sounds like a problem for Brock. Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. They even got physical therapy, occupational therapy, everything in-house with MRIs and X-rays, and Brock is tagged in this post. So if you would please like Brock's page, that would be a tremendous help to us. But more importantly, if you need an orthopedist, go see Brock. Let's see. Okay, I'll go check Jock's page. Thanks, Craig. Brian Arsenault. I know you always say midweek games don't matter as far as the postseason, but they need to start taking them more serious. You play like you practice. I just don't agree with that. I just don't. I mean, not that you play like you practice, whatever. It's a cliche. I'll put it to you, like, here's what I mean. Today is a great example of my point on midweek games, okay? You play a Thursday, Friday, Saturday series. You're without your Friday night guy, and now you have to play tonight on a Tuesday on a short week when you're going to go into the weekend without your Friday night guy. There is no way you compromise any pitcher of value to your staff tonight for a Tuesday night game when you got to play Florida Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's my point when I say it doesn't matter. It doesn't. If tonight was of great importance, you'd throw who you need to throw to win, but it doesn't matter because if you go take 2 out of 3 this weekend, the result tonight is irrelevant. So you say you got to start taking them seriously. I'm not saying they're not taking it seriously, but if you're Pulmonary, you have bigger fish to fry than winning tonight's game. Of course you want to win. I mean, of course you want to win every game. And I'm not saying you don't try, but you've got to recognize where your priorities are, and the priorities this weekend, and making sure you go into Thursday, Friday, Saturday with every arm ready to go because you're already limited because of injuries. That's my point. Shelby, LHSA now has a pitch count limit. I don't even think that it's the LHSAA. It's these kids that play high school and then go join their travel team and they go play in a weekend tournament and they pitch 2 days on the weekend. Like, that's the problem. And they're not getting the rest they need. Gosh dog it. All right. Does dressing up as George Jones count? Dress up like Billy the Exterminator with a possible cage. Half of Santa Maria here in Orlando. Go Cajuns. Hi. Love you. Let's see. Daryl Lanklos. Lanklo? Hi. You see your daddy. We're almost done with Dad's show, and then I got to go. Daddy's got to hurry. You want to say hi, Dad's show?
Hi, Dad Show.
Hi, Dad's show. Possum Flash, Harlem Shake, Tiger fans assemble.
Dad Show.
Clap hands, for Dad show comes home. Wah! Dad show plays wah! For Dad show alone. Awabasan. Mimi's house. Go to Macy's. Did you do that yesterday? Ride the elevator. And be patient. Did you do that yesterday? Very good. Proud of you. Let's see. Robert Gremion, Stephen Bro, David Schultz. What's up, Dave? Douglas Duhan, Trivia. I can't wait to see Kansas play. I hope Les Miles pulls it off. So do I, Trivia. I hope he does well. I'm pulling for him. Not talking about pitching 3 hits against Southern. For sure. It'll be tougher tonight without Watson and Reed. It's like any line. If you take your 2 and 4 hole hitter out of any lineup, you're going to struggle. You take your 2 and 4 hole hitter out of this lineup. Drag the rally possum around the field in a miniature Mike trail. You know what? I might be on board with this. Like, as much as I hated the whole rally possum thing when it first happened, I would be on board. Like, if you got a possum, if LSU brought a possum out to the park on Thursday and put it in a little cage and, like, wheeled it around the box, I'd be cool with that. Brian, tonight's game matters to mental well-being. It stops the downward spiral, builds momentum. I just don't believe that. I just don't. I think you're overestimating what impacts the mental well-being of an 18, 19, or 20-year-old. They flush it way easier than fans do, trust me. They just got to play well on Thursday. That's what matters. All right, I'm going to bounce. Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. Shout out to Brock for sponsoring Morning Scone. Appreciate them greatly. Val Browning, I'm just about to sign off, man, but thank you for hopping on here. All right, let's go say bye to Drew. Locked on LSU podcast later today. AFR, of course. Let's go see Drew and say goodbye. Hey, Drew, let's say goodbye to Dad Show.
Bye, Dad Show.
Bye, Dad Show.
Mwah.
Oh, you blew him a kiss?
Mwah.
Can you say to everybody, have a good day? Can you say, have a good day?
All day.
All day. All day will do. All day will do, right? Hey, can you say, I'll see you tomorrow?
Hello, Mara.
See you tomorrow. Close enough. All right, bye, Dad Show. One more?
Bye, Dad Show.
He's so silly. All right, y'all have a great day. See ya.